People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of Seven on Blue Sky and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My soaps located at purplebutterfly-soaps.myshopify.com, my blog, purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. And the soaps that I made the other day now have a name. They're called Blossom and Butterfly. The face soaps are the blossoms, and the butterfly is the butterfly in bed, and the soap that I'm about to make now. The scent from the Narcissus fragrance oil, still can't really smell it, and I didn't have any more to, complete the soap, so I put red currants in here. It's got a scent that's compatible with the fragrance notes that was listed for the Narcissus fragrance oil, as in this fruity, raspberries was mentioned, peaches was mentioned. I can't smell it. But the red currants has a fruity scent because it's the scent of a fruit. And if you've ever smelled red currants, you know what I mean. It was my mom's very favorite scent along with blueberry. So I'm going to put that scent in here along with two colors that is going to make up the background, and I will explain why when we get started. Okie dokie. So my lye is at 78 degrees and my oil is at 76 degrees. They've been sitting here for the longest waiting for me to get things started. I put an ounce of red currants fragrance oil in here because this is going to be a 2-pound batch that's going in with the 1-pound butterfly. But I think just because I wanted to completely encase the scent of the butterfly, I'm going to pour the rest of it in here. Yeah. Red currants. Stuff smells amazing. Now the colors chosen is Key West Blue and 2 servings of titanium dioxide to lighten it up. Going for a sky blue or a lighter blue than the Key West Blue. And then bright yellow raincoat with 2 servings of titanium dioxide to brighten that up to look like the sky. We're going for sunshine and sky to go with the butterfly. That may or may not make sense, but butterflies are usually flying around in the sky or landing on plants. At least that's the way I see them in my reality. And the blossoms will be the flowers. So we don't need to add floral colors. It's going to be the sky and the sunshine, if that makes sense. Try to break up this little clump of titanium dioxide. And basically I'm going to do an end of pot swirl on those as well. So that way I could just pour it over I know what I mean. Now, it occurred to me, because this is 1 pound, putting it in the bottom of here would just bury it and it wouldn't be seen. If I pour half of it in and then put the embed in, it might sink to the bottom. So what I'm going to do is make the soap, swirl the soap, pour the whole thing in, and then put the embed in. And if it sinks to the bottom, okay. If it sinks to the middle, perfect. If it floats on the top or try to flip over, I'll just use those chopsticks to push them down. And yeah. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take this out of the plastic so it will be ready. Man, it's pretty. Still really can't smell that. But that's the butterfly. And this is the mold it's going to go in. As you can tell, one is larger than the other. But I figure if I put it in like this, then there'll be an end piece missing and a couple of bars missing on this side. But when I cut it, at least 8 of them will have a butterfly. And the 3 that won't, we're not going to worry about. Ooh, my butterfly tried to squish a little right there. Okay. So let's get this started, shall we? Oh. Hold on. Kind of helps if I had a shield on. It's been sitting here long enough to get lime in. It's okay. Oh, hold up. If you do it in the pot swirl, you have to have something to swirl it in. So yeah, I'm going to put this right there. Nope, we want a more stable surface. So we'll put it right there. Okey dokey. No separation. We have an emulsion. Okay, now let's move this. wasn't going to put white in it, but yeah. I just filled up both color cups and I have left over. So we'll just go ahead and put a little in, because otherwise the soap is going to turn a murky beige, because that's the natural color of the soap with this particular fragrance oil. And I think I'll do the end of pot swirl in here, just so you can see what I see. Perfect. Should did the yellow. Now it looks slightly green. But it's all good. That just means this would be slightly yellow because of that. But adding the titanium dioxide to the Key West blue gave me a sky bluish color, which is what I was going for. That's more of a drop swirl, but hey. This is a 2-pound batch, by the way, so it is smaller than what you're used to seeing, because the usual batch is 48 ounces, and 16 ounces of that is the butterfly over there. So had to do it this way, otherwise I would have far too much soap. Now I'm going to swirl this 2 different directions and out. I think the blue took over just a little, but it's okay. Because even if the blue and the yellow make green, it will still be summery, springtime-ish, you know. It look real cool with the butterfly. Alcohol, that pops the bubbles. Because the way we have to do this is thickening up, and I need to get it in there very quickly. Ooh, that's pretty. See how it makes a design of its own? That's what I like about in the pot swirls. Now, we're going to take the butterfly and, well, I don't want to just drop it. And I do see more bubbles. Hold on. I want to gently lower it in. And I think I want to scrape all of this in before we get started, or at least scrape it to the front in case I need to encase it. And that mixed ever so slightly and gave me a green. But that's all good. So now we have sky, sunshine, and grass. Looking at the positive. Now, I'm going to very gently and it floated. Hey, let's scoot it over just a little. Cool, so it wasn't too heavy. And now we're going to push it in. There we go. Now the butterfly is buried in the sky and sunshine and grass. In the meantime, I'm going to scrape all of this into here. Can you see? Because I got it facing the wrong direction. Yeah, there we go. Actually, I'm going to rest it and then scrape it. So that way, I can get it all in there evenly. And it will help if I got the shield down because that's splashing. I shouldn't scrape so aggressively. My main fear was that the butterfly, because if it was too light, would flip over, and if it was too heavy, would sink to the bottom. It didn't sink, it didn't flip, so I'm good with that. I do need to get another one of these molds, so that way, when I do this, I can cut the second butterfly in half, so that way it fits all the way to the bottom of this mold. You know, from one edge to the other. Or get a smaller mold that will fit the butterfly. I've already looked into that. There's a butterfly. The size of the butterfly actually is designed to fit a custom craft mold of a certain size. Basically the size that comes with the butterfly, so I might just go ahead and get that mold. That way, every time I make the butterfly, it'll be from the start to the end of the mold instead of there's some spots missing, if that makes sense. And yeah, we need to switch out. here's an idea. Usually I slam the soaps when I get to this point. I don't know if I should slam the butterfly because it might make it sink. But I'm thinking since this is a learning curve, I'll go ahead and do what's normal for me. And if that doesn't work out, then I'll know for next time. Because when I made the Eclipse soap and the Sunset Swirl, I had to slam those. And it still came out the way I wanted it to. So, yeah. I'm hoping that's the case here. Because otherwise, we don't want a big old air pocket or air bubble in the middle of this. You know what I mean? Which is why you slam it to get rid of those. See more air bubbles, but it's all good. So I'm going to spray those with alcohol. But first, we're going to do something to the top. Not much. I can feel the butterfly just sitting there. To make sure there's some kind of swirl there. It's still there. So that works. Get rid of the bubbles. A lot of bubbles. You're just gonna keep bubbling, huh? Well, we'll get rid of the bubbles the hard way. There we go. Oh, nope, there's one I missed. Okay, cool. Embedded in soap. So that's what I have now. That looks really pretty. Let's get rid of all these edges. And now I'm going to put it to bed. And I'll be cutting this tomorrow morning. Or tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be Saturday, and I know me, I'm going to sleep in. There we go. that was fun. That really makes your back hurt when you have to lean over something at an awkward angle. But the results I be getting is totally worth it. But I'm going to go lay down because, yeah, between the whole long day and making the soap and the prep and all that, my back hurts. So, yeah. Whew. This has been People 7 on Blue Sky and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My soaps located purplebutterfly-soaps.myshopify.com. My blog, purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. This will be ready, let's see, the blossoms are supposed to be ready on June the 17th. This is 3 days later that I added the butterfly in the form of an embed and new soap. Today is the 23rd. So I'm thinking June 23rd. That'll give it a full 3 weeks. Depending on how well it loses weight and all that, I might give it a 4 week cure, but tentatively I'm saying 3 weeks because the other soap is 3 weeks. So June 27th, no, 22nd, 23rd. Well, actually, June 24th would be 4 weeks, and the other soap is already cut, so it's curing. So I'll just release them both on the same day. So we're looking at June 24th, maybe 25th. I'll look at a calendar and see what 4 weeks from today's date is. And yeah, this has been People. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that like button. Bye now. Fly bye.